life into something that you can never own.
Hello, Aquarius. So here's your reading for January 15th through about the 21st. These are general. Take what works, and what doesn't work just doesn't work for you. But let's see what the cards have to say to you. I need 3 cards. I need another card. This one and one more. Not yet. And this one. I need what is challenging my Aquariuses. And what is your recommendations? Look at that. Okay, so in your recent past position, you have the Knight of Pentacles. In your current position, you have the 3 of Swords. In your near future position, you have the 10 of Pentacles. In your challenging position for the week, you have the Ace of Pentacles reversed. And what is recommended for you is the Page of Pentacles. Some of you have been moving forward with a new opportunity. This is something that is going to bring you kind of like your 10 of Pentacles moment, like financial stability or something monetary into your life. But the Knight of Pentacles, he's he does his research. He's very thorough. He's very prepared. The problem with him sometimes is he could get so prepared that he doesn't actually take the action on it because he kind of is always feeling like he needs to prepare more. So there's something in your recent past that you have been exceptionally prepared to move forward with. But in your current situation, the 3 of Swords indicates there's some kind of heartbreak. There's a type of loss, but the Swords represents your thoughts. So this could be something you perceiving not either going well, or there is something really that broke your heart in your life. But in your near future, the 10 of Pentacles is indicating that you'll really achieve success with this. Now, this could be your near future, because I feel like whatever this is, this might take a little bit longer, but this is something you've been really kind of preparing for, and for whatever reason, something comes up. Something's kind of breaking your heart a little bit. It's not really going quite well, but in the long run, I think it's going to actually be extremely lucrative for you, because the 10 of Pentacles is like a legacy card. It's about building something and having it extremely stable and it going for the long haul and becoming very financially abundant from it. But what's challenging you this week, the Ace of Pentacles reverse can indicate you have to watch out for not losing an opportunity. I think because whatever's going on with this 3 of Swords, it may make you feel that you want to give up, or that you're not good enough for something, or something's shaking you up a little bit, but you need to watch that you don't lose this opportunity, because I feel like this Ace of Pentacles is really going with whatever you're doing here. Whatever kind of shook you up, you don't want to just let it go. The Page of Pentacles is here, and this is your recommendations. And the pages are students. This could indicate a message coming in, but the pages to me are students. They're learning their craft, you know? So if he's here and this particular page stays diligent, even if the subject matter is boring, even if it's tedious, he's very committed to it. He's committed to perfecting his art or educating him further. I really think that they're saying that whatever your Knight of Pentacles journey, whatever you've been preparing for and kind of slowly making progress to, and whatever's kind of shaking you up, you need to maybe like learn more about it, because the 10 of Pentacles, this is a card of really, I don't want to say, I always feel like this is a card of mastery in a level. In a sense, this card, they've worked extremely hard to get to where they are, and it's not easy. So, but the page is here saying that you need to continue on with it, even if you feel it's not working out or there's some mess or something is just not gelling. He's here because he's going to continue. He's going to continue to learn. He's going to continue to better himself. He's going to continue to educate himself. So whatever this represents for you, they're saying that you need to kind of continue working on it. Even though if you're having this heartbreak, something's not working, you want to almost give up in a way. And the Ace of Pentacles is here to say, like, don't give up. This is challenging you. You might want to give up. But Page of Pentacles is here is like, no, maybe you need to take something back to the drawing board a little bit. Maybe you need to come at it a little differently, you know? Because he's a student. He's going to look at all his options. So, okay, let's see what else we get for you, my Aquariuses. One card for my Aquariuses, please. Okay, you got Skunk Spirit, Know Your Worth. One card for my Aquariuses. Okay. Angel Aurora Quartz, Lighten Up. And you got these three. Hold on. Addiction, codependent, obsession, possession, controlling, has a block, restraint, heart with a key, welcoming love, meeting the one, open your heart, getting together, perfect, soulmates, soul connection, partnerships, agreements, soul contract, and then you have karmatic relationship, fleeting, triggers, turmoil, resentment, lessons, letting go, and loving you. And let's get one more of these guys. And you have religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. Let me smush this together. What am I getting now? Okay. Know your worth. I definitely think that's going with this Three of Swords moment. I think whatever this is indicating you're extremely prepared for whatever this represents for you. You've been preparing. You've been putting in the work. And I think sometimes if we have a setback on something that we have really worked hard on, it hurts like crazy because you could be feeling that I did all this work and now this has happened or this isn't working out or something, you know. So you might even be taking that more personally than what you need to be taking in a sense, because the Three of Swords is something that, you know, something really upset you. You got really upset. And I think this is kind of like it shakes you a little bit type of card. But knowing your worth is reminding you that you have put all this work in. You are capable of reaching the Ten of Pentacles. I think you're closer to the Ten of Pentacles moment and this kind of success than you realize, because you've been. The Knight of Pentacles, he makes slow progress. Like he does it slowly, but he's very sure of the next step. Like he does a lot of research. Like he's very he doesn't just rush into things. It's a very slow progress. So whatever this is, you could have been working on it for a very long time, because the Ten of Pentacles, you don't get to the Ten of Pentacles quick either. So I think this has been something you've been really working on, and whatever comes in is a little bit upsetting to you. But knowing your worth is going to remind you that, you know what, you've already put so much work in. Don't give up, because I think your challenge here is the Ace of Pentacles is kind of like lost opportunity. I think you might be feeling like you just want to give up. You definitely shouldn't give up. Angel Aura Quartz, Lighten Up. And I think that's going with this Three of Swords moment. Whatever this comes in and kind of upsets you a little bit. Sometimes we get really upset. I know I do this. And hindsight's always 20/20. And when I look back, I realize I shouldn't have been that upset because it maybe wasn't that big of a deal. But in the moment, I was completely crazy. I was so upset. It was really hurtful in the moment. But when you look back at things, you're like, okay, well, maybe it turned out okay. It wasn't really that bad. So I think this is saying lighten up, is almost like see whatever problem or situation this is here for you, see it in the bigger picture, because it might be something that just is a minor issue in retrospect, but it feels like a big issue currently. But when you know, in the overall scheme of things, it might be a minor issue. So don't let this situation get you off your path. Addiction, codependent, obsession, possession, controlling, has a block, restraint. Now, I kind of feel like this could be your energy a little bit. See, you have a lot of pentacles here, and the pentacles are all about kind of, work. It's about kind of tangible stuff. It's putting work into things that you actually can gain tangible items in. I could even see them as being friendship cards as well, because you put work into a friendship and then you have a friendship. So for me, this is something to do with like either a friendship, like work, your family, something kind of like where it's more of the aspects of your life that you put work in and you gain something from. Now, codependent, obsession, possession, controlling, has a block, restraint. I kind of feel like this is your energy a little bit, because to me, if there's any suit that's going to be a little bit obsessive, I know obsession sometimes could be more in our thoughts, but the pentacles, they're very, I don't want to say controlling, but they like to try to make things work a certain kind of way to get a certain kind of outcome. So I'm wondering if this is saying that you need to give up control a little bit. You need to be aware if that you're trying to control this situation so much that when it doesn't turn out quite the way that you had anticipated, that now you're letting it really upset you and shake you, and you're seeing it as a loss or a problem when it was just organically going to happen like that. But you shouldn't, you shouldn't take it as a loss or a problem. It was just a situation that just kind of happens in a certain kind of way. So I wonder if this is saying be aware that if you're trying to control things so much, because the Knight of Pentacles, he does his research. He really focuses on the next step before he takes the next step. Like he's very, very, I don't want to say even obsessive, but he's very thorough. And sometimes when you're so thorough, if a curveball comes up or gets thrown at you, it really could shake you. So I think you need to watch that. If you're being very controlling or obsessive about whatever this represents for you, you need to just kind of maybe lighten up a little bit and just kind of have that attitude that, sometimes things happen, but that doesn't mean that you can't overcome it. Heart with a key, welcoming love, meeting the one, open your heart, getting together, perfect. Getting together, perfect. Let me think about this one. Now I'm thinking, see, meeting the one, I just feel like whatever that you're working on, whatever this represents for you, I think you're going to have a really good outcome with it, with the Ten of Pentacles. So I think that this is meant for you. I just think you need to kind of like open your heart, because you don't have any cups here either. You don't have any emotion cards. So I think sometimes when you, like, I wonder if it's saying with the Ace of Pentacles, this is a little bit more, I don't want to say logical or analytical, the Pentacles. So there's really no emotions here. So I think that you need to watch, because you might not be in love with whatever you're doing, or you might not have your heart really in it. I think then when you don't have your heart in something, it's easier to cut it out or let it go. But when your heart's attached to it, that almost gives you a reason to continue on, even though if you have a problem, you really love it, you want to continue on. So I think this is saying that as you go through this little bump in the road, you need to have your heart into the situation, because when you have your heart in, you're going to chase it, you're going to go after it, you're going to stand up for it, and you're going to fight, But if you just keep going at it with logic and reason, it's going to be easier for you to not actually even achieve it, because logic and reason would come to a point where it would be like, okay, well, this is not really making sense anymore. I need to move on to something else. But I think you need to bring your heart into this. Soulmates, soul connection, partnerships, agreements, soul contract. I wonder if for some of you, this could be indicating, because partnerships and agreements, I wonder if some of you, this Three of Swords is some type of partnership, agreement, contract, something that's come up that wasn't quite as it should be, and that's what's causing this. Or just be aware of any type of contracts or anything. And even if this is you working with another person. This could indicate that, it's a partnership, it's an agreement. This has to do with somebody else. So you need to take it how it works for you. Chromatic relationships, fleeting triggers, turmoil, resentment, lessons, letting go and loving you. And I think that this Three of Swords moment, you need to, whatever this is, you need to let it go. Go through the emotions, but eventually you'd have to wake up in the morning and be like, okay, I'm moving on. And I think with fleeting, I think this means that this is going to pass. Like this Three of Swords moment is going to pass. Like don't give up this opportunity because of this. This will pass and it'll be a lesson for you. And this is probably causing you turmoil because you got turmoil here. But this will pass. And religious factors, your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. Now, this card could indicate religion, but to me, I always read it as anything that is like a religion to somebody. It could be just a very strong held belief. And I wonder if you're having this Three of Swords because either there is some societal belief or there's some kind of very strong belief that somebody has or something that's almost like the level of religion where you almost like live your life by this certain way. So you need to take that how it works for you, but something here might be influenced. And I wonder if this is also saying you need to be a little bit more flexible because sometimes, let's say, if you have a very strong belief, so strong that you kind of live your life by it, then that you only see life really through that lens. So I wonder if this is saying that you need to kind of maybe entertain some other thought processes or ideas or concepts to kind of help you get to your goal. So just be aware that if you're being very codependent and possessive and controlling, there might be something that you need to you might need to kind of come at a little bit different. Okay, let's see what quote we get for you guys. I need a quote for my Aquariuses. All right. Oh, come on, cards. One quote for my Aquariuses. Oh, no, not yet, guys. Not yet. Okay, these two. Be a pineapple, stand tall, wear a crown, and be sweet on the inside. And this is just saying, just be proud. Don't worry. Don't worry. If something's shaking you or coming at you and you're kind of upset, just stand your ground. Stand in your energy and just don't worry about even like, I don't know, just don't worry about other people. Because pineapples have a super solid core. So I think this is saying just remember that your foundation, what you're doing, or your inner self is super solid. So don't get ruffled by external factors. When life gets blurry, adjust your focus. And I wonder if this is partially going with this religious factors a little bit. You might have to see something from a little bit of a higher perspective. And even as I said before, the Three of Swords, sometimes these moments happen. We think they're huge as they're happening, but in hindsight, they're not as big. But in the moment, it's like extreme. So just be aware that this might not, when this happens or if this happens, take a step back, see it from the bigger picture, and it might help minimize this. But these are never pleasant to go through. I get them a lot sometimes, but we all do. It's life. It is life. Okay, let's see what Spirit of the Dish we get for you guys. Spirit of the Dish for my Aquariuses. So you got this one. The oranged one, which is, I believe it's a tiki marsala or marsala. I always say it wrong, but it's a delicious dish. And so for your dinner and movie, you have drama, films, and seafood. The energies that either you could be dealing with, or you need to tap into or be aware of are Taurus, and they are very stable. They're very, it's kind of like long haul energy. It's like very willing to do something for the long haul or see the bigger picture, but it's just very, very strong, stable energy. So I feel like you might need to tap into that energy kind of with the long haul aspect of this. And you also have Cancers, which is all about emotions and habits and everything. So you might need to kind of either bring a little bit of like love and emotion into what you're doing, or be aware of. And see, with the habits though, sometimes the habits, you could get so fixated that's the only way you need to do, that's the only way you see about doing something. I wonder if this is saying, because the religious flat factors and you have the codependent and whatever, maybe you really need to kind of not get stuck in one specific way. That's what I'm getting. Okay, so then we have Uranus here, which is about independence and eccentricity. And we have Neptune, which is about vision, creativity, and illusion. So watch out if anything is a little bit more illusionary. You have the second house, which represents money, possessions, physical environment, and your self-esteem. And then you have the third house, which is about communication, intellect, communities, and relationships. You have RCT C8105. And let's get a little charmy. Okay, you got the little seahorse guy. And this guy, he's like he's a good dad. I think the male seahorses are the ones that take care of the kids. But, you know, like, he doesn't leave his children. Some animals, they just have the kids and they're like, okay, I'm out. I'm done here. See you guys later. Good luck. But no, this guy actually takes care of the kids. He's like kind of the go-to person. So you might be, because you have a lot of pentacles here, you might be the one kind of taking care of all the responsibilities, or chasing after all those kids, or chasing after everything to try to make everything work. So this is just really like solid energy for me. But I kind of feel like this is saying stay consistent with that. Don't let that go, because he's going to make sure his little seahorse babies are, you know, doing what they need to do. He's supervising. So, and I think with the Page of Pentacles here, this is saying that you need to kind of continue on, even though if you feel like all is lost, or it's not going well, or not quite the way you thought it was going to go, just continue on with it. And you have peace. And I feel like this is, you might need to bring a little bit of peace to your soul or yourself. You might be stressing if whatever this is may or may not work. So I think you just need to deal with it in peace, because I do feel it's going to work out. But I just think sometimes things take a little longer. So just kind of have peace along the way. Okay, Aquariuses, it is time. Think of your question, and here we go. Oh, mystical, magical 8-ball, the mightiest ball of all the balls in the world. What is the answer to Aquarius's question? It says, outlook, not so good. Okay, Aquarius, the 8-ball has spoken. I hope you have a wonderful week, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.